Alright, so it's a long time since I updated on the Duel this project. But right now, what I want to do is, I like to give credit where credit is due, right? I like to point out, shout outs basically to other people who are, working on the same type of stuff that I'm working on. I'll play the video for a bit. I think I'll take the audio off just in case. I just play the video a little bit so you can see something in the background while I talk about. Some of y'all might recognize this concept. I've had this idea before. The only thing is, I don't do animations, but the ability to literally see basically a play mat or a duel battle area where you can actually summon the 3D models on. You use an augmented reality, of course, Yugi AR. He's using what he calls the dual gazer. Of course, we all know I used that term before. Dual gazer. Let me click here, show some more. So the channel is Crown Corp, kind of like Kaiba Corp, but it's Crown Corp, a different corporation, right? Because there is a Kaiba Corp YouTube channel out there, and then there's this Crown Corp. And, I got my company is Kung Fu Industries, and the Do This project is still on the shelf. The newest iteration for the augmented reality. Computer's acting up. The newest iteration of the augmented reality, of course, went down to the phone version, where you're going to be using a phone so it'll be an app that you put on the phone, and the phone will in a phone case, the iPhone Dual This, a phone case Dual This, or the dual phone case. I forget what I called it. Concept. We all know about the DSP, Dueling System Portable, which basically was like a PSP you wear on your wrist and you can duel with. The concept's still the same. The only thing is that instead of building, essentially, technically you were just building an iPhone that you wear on your wrist. Why not actually use an iPhone, right? I'm more of an Android user, so my development will be Android based. We'll see if I go into iPhone later on in the future, but right now it'll be Android based, using software, Android based software, augmented reality, update the Yugi AR for that. Originally it was supposed to be like PC version. I just want to shout out to this person's channel. Hate that my computer is acting slow. This is an older computer. Do have Windows 10. This is still Windows Vista on this laptop, but Windows 10 laptop it's currently put away, and I'm currently just using this laptop, which is not that great. It still has some life. Hopefully we get some video in here. I might have to restart the computer. That tends to happen sometimes. Okay, so here's some stuff. Alright, so just mainly wanted to give a shout out, like go check out the progress, follow him and stuff like that. This, as you can see, February 2021, so pretty recent, content. So it's pretty cool that what he's doing. He has way more models than I currently have, because of course I haven't been obtaining any new models for the system, mainly because main focus is trying to get the physical hardware fine-tuned, slim down, low cost, this and that. Can't get no lower cost than a smart a phone case where you just put your phone and download an app, right? So that lowers the cost drastically. Phone does have data plan capabilities, internet capabilities, so being able to use the internet to obviously house the software and the 3D models and all that extra stuff, because originally everything was supposed to be self-contained. So pretty much that was the idea, was to create, because technically what I was doing was basically making a phone from scratch, which was what the DSP was, touchscreen or tablet, whichever way you want to call it. It's essentially what it was, but it's like, yeah, that's a lot to do. Of course, we're trying to make it small and compact, so then there's that issue, compacting essentially a computer onto your wrist. But of course, a phone is a computer that you can you can walk around with. So mounting it to your wrist, you know, is logical. And you know, we already have, and you know, we have Android and iOS operating systems. Of course, the UEAR originally is designed for a Windows operating system. So the idea was essentially was trying to create a Windows phone, basically, or Windows tablet that you wear on your wrist to operate the UEAR, which is Windows based. But of course, there are UEAR in Android variants. Some people are trying to do the iOS, but there are some Android variants. So ultimately, what we need is the software to be able to do the augmented stuff, which is, you know, very important. Be able to do the augmented stuff. So of course, I'm checking out this, you know, the person's content. Saw some of his vids so already. Checking out some more stuff, and I've been noticing a lot of things that he has done that I've talked about before doing. This is not showing much of anything else. Let's see. I have a lot of projects, of course, I'm working on. A lot of them are easier to do. Everything I do, I'm the only one doing it. You know, like I'm doing it by myself. I'm a one-man team, as it were. So that does slow down the process, because depending on what I'm doing, you know, that will prevent me from doing something else, right? You know, most people like want me to just focus on the Duel this, like just focus on it, work on it, you know. But I got a lot going on. There's bigger things going on in the world than car games. So I have multiple projects working on. I do got more money now than before. Before I was working with little to no money. So now I got good money, lots of good money. So then it's just a matter of, you know, slowly started buying materials and stuff. Like I said, I'm working on other projects, so most of my money is going towards those other projects. But I will be working on the Duel disc, you know, periodically. One of the ideas I had was that it's like I would, because remember, it's the phone case concept. So the idea was like to 3D print a phone case. So like I already have the concept of how I would create the phone case to interact. I really hate that this computer's acting up, because it would be kind of cool for me to go to the Kung Fu Industries Weebly website and showcase y'all the, let's see, it's just really acting up. Showcase the image. Wait, do I have it on the desktop? Oh, I do have it on the desktop, so I don't. Alright, so I'll go here. Because on the website I do have these images there, but might as well there. So this is like the image, as you see, image for illustration, not final product. So it's not exactly 100% what's going to look like at the end, but it's a really, really close imagery to what I expect it to look like. It won't be necessary to screw your phone into the Dueling phone case. DPC, is that what I'm calling it? Dueling phone case. Well, obviously the work needs the name needs work. Duel case? I don't know. We'll see. For now, it's just a Dueling phone case, right? So you can see the idea. You know, obviously the cards. You know, when you're using sleeves, you'll be able to slide in the cards through the sides. And y'all seen those images, you know, the videos on my channel before. I'm on a different YouTube channel right now, on my card game channel. You'll be seeing this on my Kung Fu Yu-Gi-Oh channel once I'm done. I don't know why. There we go. So,
hi everyone, welcome to my new video.
So the thing is, this is somebody else.
Project.
This is
in this case, I'll
Augusto Masetti.
How it works.
Masetti.
And also I want to show you a collaboration I did with
and you see he's doing a collaboration with Crown Corp, which was the other guy that I showcased. He's using, okay, one, there's audio, so I should cut that audio off. Alright, well, as you can see, he's using like an Arduino system, so that he's using like basically chips. He's using chips in the sleeves to be able to read the cards and stuff like that. Of course, we use augmented reality. We use the camera features, whether it's from the dual gazer or it's from the phone, using cameras to literally see the cards, and then having the software, the app, recognize the card and be like, oh, okay, that's the Dark Magician card. Bang, here's the 3D model for the Dark Magician. That's essentially what you want. You just want that that the software, the app, the Yu-Gi AR, I'll just say Yu-Gi AR. You want the Yu-Gi AR to know that you are summoning the Dark Magician, for example, right? So, long time, it's nice to see other people working on it. I'm working on my version. So, it's nice to see what other people are doing, but as you can see, oh wait, I should be playing this video, sorry. People are using different methods and stuff. Hopefully he decides to, because he used a 3D printer. You see that little dual disc there, that little card holder there, is 3D printed. So lucky him, he got the 3D printer. 3D printers ain't cheap, They're like over $1,000, and it's like, yeah, that's gonna. I need that to be a little bit cheaper. If it was $200, bang, get me a 3D printer easily. But and I want a good high quality one, so I don't want to like a low quality cheap one. But I want a high quality cheap, cost effectiveness, right? So you see here's the chip I was talking about that he's using for his thing. And he said he's this something, that this is a collabo, so we should be right here. Should be able to see that he incorporated the augmented reality AR to his little dual disc project. So see, the other guy mainly is working more of software. This guy is working on hardware, and now in this video, it's the collaboration of hardware and software, right? Incorporating the augmented reality stuff to the Arduino dual disc system that he created here. So this is kind of cool that he actually created a dual disc. Still needs a lot more work, of course, but at least he did a physical one. But why is this not playing? Play. Okay, we're trying to get to some actual footage. You can of course go to the channels and check out all the content out. You see how he put the card on top of this little circular area, and you see bang, blue eyes just popped up over there on the table, on his computer table, which is pretty badass. You see he was able to summon 3 blue eyes white dragons. So this is this is what most of you guys were looking for. You've been waiting for shit like this. See how he's moving around, and he's able to see them. You see here is like a mat. It's obviously elevated in the air, but you see like bang, the blue eyes is popping up on this little mat, which can be placed on the floor or tabletop surfaces, depending what you need. Depending where you need them at. So it's pretty cool. The fact that he's able to, essentially summon them just through putting the card on top of the dual disc. And here you can see a much clearer. See how the buttons, these are for the zones. Alright, so that was that video. Let me get back to check out the content later on. Let's get back to so like I said, I'm working on different things. Even if I don't physically work on something, I always have stuff in the back of my mind. Sorry. Always have stuff in the back of my mind, so I've always been thinking ways to improve the system. I created different variants of the dual disc. Of course, I do have an upgraded concept for the holographic dual disc, because that was like the most popular. That's what really started the whole dual disc thing, was the fact that I showcased the idea that like, hey, look, we got some technology that exists that if you put all the technology together, you can actually create a holographic dual disc. Now the holographic aspect of that old ass video was wasn't the best, right? It wasn't the best, but the concept was good. It's just the actual implementation wasn't the best. You know, you're literally using water vapors and a projector water vapors, right? And it's like, yeah, you're not really going to be dueling it in rain, right? Per se. So you don't want to go with that route. It's like we had to come up with a better idea, and then that's where I came with a dirty laser concept. You know, a laser on laser projection systems and so forth and so forth. So, and then the most recent thing is the nanopixels or nanopixels, basically. I guess I'll call it that, nanopixels or holographic pixels, whatever. No, nanopixels should be it. Because the idea is that you have like these little nanotech little drones, basically, which have light or pixel, as it were, and you have a whole bunch of little drones, and they light up in different colors and stuff like that, and you can create a hologram with that. So that's the newest concept, but of course that's very advanced. It's not like something you could just create with stuff you buy from like Walmart or anything at the current moment. Not that you couldn't technically, but you get my idea. It's like that's a little more advanced. That's literally nano, subatomic level, like, right? The size of a hair. You're creating all these little drones the size of your hair and stuff like that, and then you're expecting a whole bunch of them flying around, creating color, which will create a hologram, right? So that's one idea. And because ironically I got inspired from fireflies, concept of fireflies. When I was younger, seeing a whole bunch of fireflies, and I would, they always light up, and a whole bunch of them, and it's like, man, if they moved around in a certain way, you can create images. And then it's like, what if we did do that? What if we did have pixels, LEDs, lights, whatever you want to call them, right? Whole bunch of them flying around, right? Little drones lighting up in different colors and patterns, and literally create an image. Create something. That's the thing. Because it's hard to like put light where you want it. You know what I mean? Like, you can't shine a laser beam into thin air, as it were, right? And then expect it to stop and stay there in that one specific spot. It'll just keep on going straight forward, right? It'll just keep going into infinity, right? So that's why it's like, well, we need something. So that's why the drone things is a good idea. But this is more of just shouting out these guys. Just also wanted to, keep y'all informed on the projects, as it were. But I definitely like the fact that there was other people working on it, and they're putting in a lot of time and effort. So if you guys looking, it's good that other people are working on it, because I'm a busy person, and if ultimately what happens is that I end up doing nothing with the project, but because of my ideas being put out there through these videos, inspire other people to do stuff, and then they achieve the ultimate goals, right, where they come out with the stuff instead of me, that's cool. Because ultimately what matters for anybody is the end result, not necessarily who did it, right? What matters is that it got done, not necessarily who got it done. Even though I would like, the credit, right? I would like to be the one to get it done, but I'm okay with the idea of it just getting done in the first place. There's a lot of stuff that exists in this world right now that I originally had the idea for, but didn't have the resources or the capability to make it a reality, and then somebody else did. So I'm happy they did, that they made things a reality, So that tends to happen. But there is a lot of stuff that I was able to do and make it happen. But I love the most is this, when I inspire people. When I create something, it's like, oh look, here's an idea, and just throwing all my time and effort and thoughts into it, and at least come up with something. Because the thing is, when it comes with ideas, is that, or anything that exists in this world started off as an idea at first. making these ideas a reality tend to be hard. You know what I mean? Making anything in this life right now is not free. You know, I can't make a duelist for free. It costs money. As much as I would love to just be able to make it for free, it costs money. You know what I mean? One day I'm gonna get into my little arts and craft, mode, and grab some cardboard and start proxying stuff out like that. But it's the fact. But the funny thing is, I could just like buy some phone cases and just get like a hot glue gun or something and start making little phone case duelist proxies to experiment with. We'll see what happens in the near future. The point is that I am still. I think about the project, still working on it, at least mentally, right? If I'm not working on it physically through building anything directly, I do still have some stuff from the old project that I was working on, but eventually I'll probably end up throwing them out because they're outdated. They were decent, they were good enough at the time. But technology has improved. There's way better stuff now that I can use, way better material. So, hope you like this image. It looks pretty badass. It's a pretty simple image. I was like, damn, I need something that looks pretty badass. That showcases the concept of like layers. And it's like I found this image, so it's something you can obviously find in Google. This image, and then I just photoshopped these two card images, and they're right there. You can see that's what's in my mind. My mind is something like this. You can put the phone in, you strap it to your wrist through like Velcro or something, and you can slide your cards into it because it'll hold your cards through these little slots and all these extra little features. If you saw my other my dueling phone case videos, you already know what a lot of the features are. So in the near future, we'll see what I put together. But I am really busy with other projects. But it's nice to see that other people are doing stuff. So this is pretty cool right here. See, you got my little Creebo over there and stuff. So this was kind of cool. He does attack and defense mode. So that was pretty badass. Well, I haven't seen the video yet. This is the first time I actually watch it. But it's the fact of like attack and defense mode. So it's like, okay, it's going to have an attack and defense mode. So let's see. So this is attack mode, right? Switch it sideways, defense mode. That's cool. And seeing there's animation for it. I never planned to do any type of animation. It was just basic 3D models. They pop up, they're there, you can see them and have fun. But people really like the idea. I don't know why the video is acting up. They see dancing, so like all this extra stuff is cute. It's like, hey, to each their own. I wasn't gonna go this far with the 3D models, making them move and stuff. She's in her defense mode. We put them sideways. This is all cute and stuff. Like ultimately, this is all we ever really wanted. See, yeah, that's my boy, Karibo. Take down the blue eyes. Yeah, defense mode. Oh, kawaii. Yeah, I am a little jealous of how awesome that is. He's actually moving. I love that. Goddamn video. It's funny because we all know I got the Dark Magician Girl, the Blue Eyes, and the Creebo. Obviously, it's one of the first 3 models was the Creebo. Don't got no Kaiba Man yet, but it'll be in the future. Then the last update I ever did for Yu-Gi AR was update 14, and I see people still downloading it, so people still like that. Still keeping up to date with the project. Yeah, look at them in the defense mode. This is cute. Definitely cute. I like that. Alright. What's interesting over here is somebody else has something like I'm downloading, and I really hate the computer's acting up right now. I have to restart the computer, so I'm really trying to download this UEAR thing that somebody else created. You know, this is the, you see UEAR APK, so this is like an Android version. So obviously curious to download it, put it into my phone, and install it, and see what it do, see how it works, and whatnot. Maybe even find out how to, eventually I'll get my own Android version. I think I do have an old Android version of the UEAR that I was able to get from somebody else that I might toy with. I'm getting better with programming, but I'm not that great. Especially, I still do PC-based programming. I don't do Android programming. I've done a little bit. Obviously, I made a Yu-Gi-Oh calculator, and some other things I can't remember at the moment. Some other stuff I made for Android, but mainly the Yu-Gi-Oh calculator. But people make so much better calculators out there that definitely made mine's outdated. But mine was the first inspiration for the concept of a calculator. I wonder if I have access to. Let's see. Just got to show off. To show off, because I should have the PC version in here. Where would it be? I think it should be this one. Let's see. Where's the calculator? Alright, so there's the calculator. There's different versions, but this is the piece. So, I mean, this is the PC version. I have different versions of the PC version, but this is the, once it loads up, the computer wants to act funny today. And I have a Android version, but the Google Play Store took it down. I guess they have some new requirements that I need to update that app anyway. I mean, I'll probably just not even waste time updating the app, because like I said, there's way better apps out there than the one I got. Let me double click it again because I don't know why it's taking long to load. See, it makes sounds and stuff. A lot of the newer apps, some have sound, not all of them have, but you see it pops up. 8,000 light points. I have Zane in the background. So this was the original calculator. One of the, obviously, innovation was the idea of, you see these numbers here, how you could just, you type it for 4,000, bang, just click 4,000, subtract, right, sound effects, and you take 4,000 damage. I activate a card to gain 4,000, so click 4,000, right, add it, and gain 8,000. So here's sound effects and stuff. And then of course I could type it up, like, you type me for 2,500, right? 2500. Oops, right? I can type up the 2,500, or I can, let me clear that, and I could type 2, right? And then put in 500. Oh wait, no, it changes that. Okay, so I have to type that in. I forgot. These were obviously just in case you only take 500 damage. Let's say somebody tries to cowboy you for game, right? They do you 800. Click 800. You get the idea. Because sometimes you'll take stuff in increments, like somebody attacks you with a Kribo for 300 damage, right there, right, bang, 300. They attack you with Blue Eyes, that's 3,000, right? Obelisk, 4,000. Of course, there's no 5,000, so you're gonna have to type that in, but you get the idea. It simplified the concept of calculating, because a regular calculator, you have to use all the individual numbers and you have to type everything in. So if somebody attacks you for like 7,500, you have to type in 7,500. And while you're busy looking at the calculator, typing that up to calculate, it's wrong if somebody cheats, but if you're not paying attention, your opponent could probably draw an extra card or do something they shouldn't do, and you wouldn't notice it because you're too busy calculating your life points, and they're still moving. You don't have control of what your opponent does and doesn't do, right? But you do have control of what you do. So you want to, You know, so this was part of the motivation for a calculator, because I hated, you know, typing up life points. Like if you tag me for 3,000, I just want to click that, and that's it, bang, and keep the duel moving. Oh, you're gonna tag me with 300 now. All right, bang, I'll take that. See how much faster that? Oh, you're trying to cowboy me? All right, cool, I'll take the 800. Bang. Way faster. Click, 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 click. You gotta think about this being on a phone, so it'd be faster if you just, oh, you're gonna hit me with Okazi for another 800 or Poison Old Man. All right, I'll take the 800. You get the idea, right? And then of course you can reset the thing, and there you go. And there's, you know, multiplication, division, all that extra good stuff. In case you pay half your life points. Let me see. Is it 2 and then divide? Yep, 2 and divide, and bang, there, half your life points. Right, in case you play Solemn Judgment or something. So you see, it's pretty advanced, right? Compared to a regular calculator, in a way, the way it functions. But everybody made calculators now that are way better. It calculates both players' life points. So this was just a one-player thing. But you get my point. Is that I did stuff ahead of, you know, I have done some stuff, but there are better stuff out there, and it's awesome that I was able to inspire it, because ultimately what I care about is the end result more so than getting credit for it, right? Is that stuff does exist. I use other people's calculators. I don't even use my own calculator because some people did better, you know, made better ones. But, you know, gotta start from somewhere. And this video is long enough. Let me end it. Should expect more other stuff from me, other projects, and maybe even some more updates soon. Don't know how soon, but hopefully soon. On do this project and some of the other projects I have. But check out these other guys' projects. You know, check out what they're doing, and you know, in the meantime, while y'all patiently waiting for a long time for what I'm doing. And that's the end of the video.